and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're brand new. I'm very happy that you decided to join me today for another speed build, and finally I finished the build I've been blabbering about for I think the past month or so, because I have started this build in June, I think half June maybe, and I've only now just finished it, but reason being that I wanted to wait for cottage living to come out, and then obviously I wanted to build something with cottage living, and also because I wanted to exploit cottage living for this build. But without further ado, I am building Hogwarts today, and this project took me ages, literal months, because it's a massive build, and Harry Potter is such an important part of my life, part of my childhood. I literally grew up watching the Harry Potter movies and reading the books, so for me it was very important being as much precise as possible with this build. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, and also a lot of my mental sanity, because yeah, this build is huge. Well, obviously it's on a 64 by 64 lot. I placed it in Windenburg because I thought amongst the 64 by 64 lots we have, this one was the most fitting. It's on the island in Windenburg. But aside from that, if there was a bigger lot in The Sims 4, I would have built it there, because even though a 64 by 64 is a massive lot and I had a ton of room, it wasn't freaking enough because Hogwarts is massive. And so let me throw a little disclaimer right here, right now, because obviously I couldn't be as loyal as possible in the pictures and also to the floor plan because I didn't have space. So I want to say that I took inspiration from some images, mostly for the exterior, but when it comes to the floor plan, but also for the exterior in general, I also took some liberties, because obviously it's always hard to recreate something from real life or from a movie in The Sims. First of all, because the dimensions are not exactly the same in The Sims and in real life, but also because, as I've already said, this lot wasn't big enough and I would have needed more room. But I did what I could, I did my best. I put a lot of details in this build, and I'm not showing them all in this speed build because this video is already super long. It's absurd how long it is and how long it took me to edit, but I had to cut a lot of things, also because this is Hogwarts. It's supposed to be a magical place, so I kind of want you to download this build and discover all the little secrets I have added yourself. As I was saying, this build is available on The Sims 4 gallery. My ID is Giuliabuilds, and you can find also the tray files in the description box down below. So also, if you don't have access to the gallery, you can use this build, which is CC free as always. I'm only using gallery art, and you can see the names of the creators on your screen and also on the gallery. And I'm also using the tool mod, which was highly useful in this build. For example, when I will get to the Sala Grande, I don't remember the name in English because I know all the names in Italian, so I have to look for it. Sala Grande, Great Hall. Okay, so when I will get to the Great Hall, I had to place 1,000 candles. I don't even know how many candles I placed, but the tool mod was very useful to place more of them, and also to raise some of them up and some of them down to give a sort of more realistic effect, I guess. But it was a long process, let me tell you. And I've also used it to rotate some books to give like an effect that someone has used a Wingardium Leviosa spell on them. I am just obsessed with this build. I'm obsessed with the Harry Potter series, and I was thinking about starting an actual series here on my channel in which once in a while I'm going to build buildings inspired by the Harry Potter books and movies. For example, I thought about building also Private Drive, so Harry Potter Muggles family home, but also, for example, Diagon Alley and Nocturne Alley, and I don't know, maybe also Hogsmeade. I have so many ideas and I cannot wait to build them all, but for now I absolutely need a break from huge builds because this build took a real toll on me, and as much as I loved working on it, it was also really time consuming and also mentally draining because it's huge. As I've already said, there are so many little details and so many rooms that I was kind of overwhelmed while building it, but also while editing. And I was so sad when I had to cut down many things, but that's how it is. I didn't want this video to last 12 hours because probably that's how long it would have lasted if I would have left everything in. And I was sorry about cutting away, for example, Dumbledore's office, but also some of the rooms in the basement, also Hagrid's hut. I mean, you can see me building the exterior, but you won't see me furnishing it. You will see the furnished version at the end of the video with the tour as always. And let me tell you, the tour of this build is awesome, and usually I'm not one to put my own on, but this time I need to give credit to myself because I really like how it turned out. It's really cool to see the build you've worked on for months coming to life and then to film a tour. It's, I don't know, I just felt like a proud mom. It's like this build is my son or daughter and I'm so proud. I really do hope you like it as well. Probably you can tell I'm excited by the tone of my voice and by how bubbly I am, but I am truly excited to share this video with you. And yeah, I'm kind of hoping you will like it because I put a lot of effort in it, so it's very important for me. But even though you may end up not liking it, I don't know, just keep it to yourself, don't tell it to me because I'm just super excited and please don't ruin it for me. Thank you. But anyway, let's talk a bit about this build. As I said, it's built on a 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg, and I've included a dorm for every single Hogwarts house. So there is a dorm and its relative common room, obviously, for Gryffindor, one for Slytherin, one for Hufflepuff, and one for Ravenclaw. For Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, I didn't have many visual inspiration because we do not see those two dorm rooms in the movies, unfortunately, and they're not described as much, not even in the books. So I've used some pictures as reference on Google by following what the Hogwarts house stands for. For example, for Hufflepuff, I found a ton of reference pictures with a lot of plants, so that's what I've included in the dorm rooms. And for Ravenclaw, I found a ton of books, so I flooded the entire dorm rooms and the common room with books, obviously. Since I didn't have reference pictures, I went a bit with my taste, but actually this happened with practically every room in this build because obviously, as I've already said, the floor plan is a bit different from the real floor plan we see in the movies, so yeah, I had to use my imagination a bit, but I hope it's fine. I've also included Moaning Myrtles, I think that's the name in English. Obviously, I know all the names in Italian and they are different, so thinking about the names in English is a bit weird. In Italian, Moaning Myrtles is Mirtilla Malcontenta, and yeah, in English is totally different. Anyway, I've included her bathroom and also the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets that we see in the second movie and book. And there is a surprise downstairs if you climb that ladder and you decide to explore it. I'm not showing this in the video because, as I said, I want some of the parts of Hogwarts to be a surprise, but yeah, there is a bathroom and you can access it and it's functional. I have also included the divination classroom. I didn't film it because it's like the last thing I've added, because it came to my mind that now that we have the paranormal stuff pack, we also have the crystal balls, and I thought they were perfect for a divination room, so I had to include it. I didn't film it, and I'm sorry, I'm actually sorry about that, because I think it turned out really cool, but you can see the divination room in the tour at the end of this video. While building this, actually, I found very useful some packs, specifically Realm of Magic. Obviously, Realm of Magic was fundamental. I've included a ton of debug items from Realm of Magic, included all the books and wands and brooms and a ton of clutter from that pack, but also paranormal stuff pack was very useful with all the creepy dolls and obviously the crystal balls. But for example, another pack I've used a lot is, oddly enough, spooky stuff, because it has a tiny cauldron, while the ones that come with Realm of Magic are kind of massive. So yeah, I had to use the spooky stuff one, and also the flooring and wallpaper from that stuff pack turned out really useful. But obviously, since Hogwarts is a school, I found really useful also Discover University, because yeah, it's a school, it's literally a sort of magical university. Discover University turned out to be kind of useful, and also there is more modern furniture obviously, but also more classic, I guess, and it turned out to be perfect for this build. But other than that, I guess we are almost at the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now I'll leave you with the tour, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next video next week. Bye! Hi, this is editing Giulia coming at you from my awesome phone, because I forgot to ask you which Hogwarts house is your favorite, and if you have done some tests, let me know which Hogwarts house you belong to. I am personally a Gryffindor, but I feel like I'm a mixture between Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. Pottermore said I'm a Gryffindor apparently, so that's what I am. And also let me know which one is your favorite character in the series. Mine is Luna Lovegood, because she's awesome. There's nothing more to say. And now I'll leave you with some bloopers, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye! Dun 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 dun. Yes. Verso.